On this chapter of my Don't Starve cookbook series, we are going to cover a dish that is both spicy and savory. Spicy chili. This flaming hot dish provides 20 healing, 37.5 hunger, and no sanity. It has a slow eating animation, takes 10 seconds to cook in a standard crock pot, has a priority of 10, and when fully fresh will take 10 whole days to rot. This dish is so spicy that it even affects your character's internal temperature, raising it by 1 degree every second for 15 seconds. That is, unless it has time to cool off. Spicy chili is Willow's favorite food in Don't Starve Together, for what should be obvious reasons, meaning instead of 37.5 hunger, she will get 52.5 hunger from the dish. Spicy chili is also considered a meat food item, which means if you are playing as Wirt from Don't Starve Together, you won't be able to actually enjoy this dish. Another fun fact about spicy chili is that it is required to make the broodling critter in Don't Starve Together. Spicy chili also makes an appearance in both Don't Starve and Don't Starve Together, and it first made its debut in the Reign of Giants DLC. So how do we make this spiced meat amalgamation? Well, spicy chili actually has a pretty standard recipe. You need 1 full meat, 1 half meat, 1 full veggie, and 1 half veggie. There is no room for fillers in this dish, unfortunately. The most efficient recipe for spicy chili would probably be 1 monster meat, 1 morsel, 1 carrot, and 1 mushroom. Or if you are playing in Don't Starve Together, you can replace that mushroom with either a kelp or a stone fruit. If you are feeling particularly lucky, 2 monster meat can be used instead of the morsel. This, however, will result in a 50-50 chance between getting the edible and healthy spicy chili and monster lasagna, which is less edible and pretty unhealthy. Unless you're a certain spider boy. With that out of the way, how exactly do we obtain the ingredients? Well, monster meat is relatively easy to collect en masse in both single player and together since a large amount of mobs drop it. The best mob to farm, however, is spiders. And if you're afraid of getting into combat with them, then traps work just as well. Morsels are a little different. While easy to get, they can be tedious or annoying to farm en masse. The easiest way I've found is setting up rabbit traps. But if any of you know any good ways to farm morsels, leave that down in the comments below to help other people out, and help me out, because I really don't know how to farm those things en masse. Finally, it's time to acquire the veggies. Carrots can be acquired around the world of Reign of Giants and Don't Starve Together, and red caps can be found blooming during the day where they can be picked and prepared for filler easily. If you are playing Don't Starve Together, a trip to Lunar Island will fill your half veggie needs forever thanks to the beach kelp and the stone fruit. So what exactly is spicy chili useful for? Well, as you can tell, it not only is a decently cheap recipe that cooks really fast, it also warms you up. Meaning in a pinch, this dish can be used to keep you warm. However, care must be taken to respect the cooldown mechanic if you want to use it this way. Another great use of spicy chili is simply just as a decent healing and food item. If you're playing as Willow and Don't Starve Together, it becomes an even better hunger food. Willow and Don't Starve Together is also more susceptible to cold, so the heating mechanic is welcome with her. What about in real life? Well, what we refer to as chili is actually known as chili con carne. Chili by itself is usually used to represent the chili pepper, but most people refer to the chili pepper as the chili pepper, and chili con carne as just chili. For the purpose of historical accuracy, I will be referring to it as chili con carne for this segment. Chili con carne has a robust, dare I say spicy, history. Okay, that was kind of goofy. And yes, I know chili con carne is used to describe meat-based chilies, but that's what we will be focusing on since chili con carne is the dish that is used in Don't Starve. Chili con carne is assumed to have been invented, at least officially, in the Aztec capital of Tenochtitlan, and the dish started pretty bare bones. It basically was comprised of just chili peppers and meat stewed together. To my knowledge, this is the earliest documented case of chili peppers being combined with other ingredients, such as meat. Although I'm almost certain that there could be older, undocumented cases of chili con carne being made. Chili con carne has evolved a lot since those days. And in the modern era, it's also an incredibly versatile dish. Usually you will have a meat as the base, chili in any form, and then you can add pretty much any vegetable you want. Meat and chili are the only required ingredients for this dish to be considered chili con carne. If you want to make vegetarian chili, that is possible, but that is chili sin carne, not chili con carne, which means it won't be accurate to Don't Starve. Speaking of preparation, that's right, it's almost time to head to the kitchen. But before we do that, I just wanted to say these cookbook videos take a ton of effort. And as a fun fact, I made this dish originally, but I used beans, which were supposed to represent bean bugs from the Hamlet DLC. However, bean bugs do not have a meat value, so this recipe was invalid. Luckily, I decided to completely remake the recipe for you guys since, you know, I love being as accurate as possible. But seriously, if you want to support the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you aren't already. Also, channel memberships are available for those of you who want to really support me and the channel. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's just get into the kitchen and see how I remade this dish. It's cooking time. First, we obviously have to start with our recipe. Now in Don't Starve, you need 1 full meat and a half meat. Specifically for this recipe, we will be using chicken breasts as the full meat and spicy sausage as the half meat. And for our veggies, I will be using carrots and corn, since both are very clearly visible in the spicy chilies in-game sprite. It all starts with the chicken, which I absolutely baked the life out of. Seriously, this looks like the driest chicken on the planet. But that's okay because it's being shredded and added to the pot. Then we cook our spicy sausages and do the same thing to them. Boom! Already 2 ingredients down and ready to cook. Now, for the veggies, I decided to use canned goods instead of fresh goods. This is because this was kind of a last-minute dinner idea for me, so, you know. Yes, I know cans don't exist in Don't Starve, but look, these are still the same vegetables. And now it's time to add the spice factor. So how are we going to make this chili a spicy chili? That's going to be thanks to this seasoning blend I have here. First we add chili powder, then smoked paprika, a little bit of turmeric, a sizable amount of cayenne pepper, and finally a little salt. And then, the final secret ingredient, a Calabrian chili sauce. We add not 1, not 2, but 3 whole spoonfuls to the chili. This stuff is going to be spicy. After mixing it was time to put it on the stove to cook. And finally, now it's time to see how well we did. Alright, it is now time to try the spicy chili. Now, it looks really good. It looks very spicy. I mean, you can see how red it is. I'm gonna probably have some photos playing here. It's a little too hot for me to pick up, so I'm not gonna pick it up now. Yeah, it looks really good though. I'm actually very excited to try it. I'm also not excited for how hot it's gonna be though. Let's do this. Alright, so I got a little bit of everything in this bite. This will be good. Yeah, that's spicy. That stuff's spicy. This is good though. However, as good as it is, I don't think I would eat it like this, alright? Now I'm gonna do something that I haven't done for any of the other videos, and I'm going to show you guys how I would eat this, so we'll be back. Alright, so what we have here is we have 2 tortillas with cheese and sour cream on them. Now I'm gonna make a little bit of a mess probably. Yep, there it goes. Alright, it's whatever. We'll clean it up after the... Alright, whatever, dude. We'll clean it up after the recording's done. I did fill this bowl way too much. The reason I filled the bowl way too much, though, was for the photos. So, yeah. Anyways, we got a little bit of... Okay, we're just making a mess everywhere, dude. Anyways, we have our chili cheese burrito here. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I filled this up a little too much. We might be eating this soft taco style, not burrito style, but I might be able to just pinch it close here. Yes, I am. Now we've got a nice big bite here. This is mostly going to be the chili, but I might get some sour cream if I'm lucky. And this will be my dinner tonight.